Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Tarotscopes for the time of October 2017. Here we go. So what we're going to do is divide your life up into 5 sections. I'm going to talk about your home and your family, where you are within yourself right now, your career goals and aspirations or things you're trying to achieve. We'll look at your finance, health and well-being, and of course your relationship areas. So here we go. The first thing that's around you in connection with the home and the family. Look, you've got the Page of Pentacles sitting here. This often tells you that you're going through quite large transitions during this period of time. You're really looking down the, down the path and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I need to see things in a bigger and better way. So financial investment goals, maybe painting the house, refurbishing, all of these wonderful things are building up equity in what you want. So whether it's material equity, as in financially going to be beneficial, or whether this is emotional and knowledge equity where you're able to turn around and go, oh look, I can do that because I know that I've done this, this and this. It's like you're learning quite a lot. Now this is going to be one of those fabulous months that business and finances are going to mix very well where the home is concerned. You could be finding that you're really lavishing in on very good paychecks, okay? If there have been anything that you have been hoping to complete this month will be it. So it's great for financial replanning. It's good for buying and selling, and it's good for any future decisions you want to make down the line as far as investments. In connection with your career goals and aspirations, look, you've got the Ace of Pentacles sitting here. This talks about it being a time of massive improvement. So I've already talked about it happening in the home and the family. Well, here you've got quite an abundance of work. So if you've been kind of sitting around, especially if you work for yourself, okay, sitting around thinking, oh, when are things going to turn? Well, this is the month they're going to turn. And you'll also find during this period of time that you are feeling a lot more confident in yourself because of what you are achieving. So this is going to be fantastic. Now, for those that are looking for promotions, pay rise, a bit more of a job security or more responsibility, this month is going to give you that plus more. And don't worry, there may be even other opportunities sitting out there that are in the winds, which are going to be beneficial to you next year. But right now, this is about what you're able to accomplish now. Now, for those that are looking for work, of course, the doors will be opening and you will be finding people are willing to spend their time and energy and money on you, getting you ready. So whether this means they have to put you through training, whether they are paying for your ticket to get there for an interview, whether they are, providing what you need to make sure that you've got everything in order, or paying for your relocation, whatever it may be, this is the month that whatever you put out there for, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back threefold. So this is a really, really positive time, okay, to be able to negotiate your terms and get some fantastic results. In connection with your financial areas. Okay, look, you've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, when she turns up in the house in reverse, it's like, don't neglect anything. Double check your accounts, double check what you're paying out, double check, that something is working, double check, double check, double check. Did you get the words? It's double check, because there is something that you may overlook or neglect. You might think you've got more money in your account and then you realize, well, hang on a minute, I didn't, because I didn't pay the electricity that month, or I didn't pay, my car rego, or I'm still waiting on a payment that should have hit my account and it hasn't. Phone up, find out what's going on, because you may have found that things have got lost in the system there, okay? But double check everything. In connection with your health and your well-being. Okay, so as you know, I'm not a doctor, but this does tend to work. So here we go. What I do feel, because you've got the Eight of Swords in reverse, this is about freeing up the body, freeing up the energy and getting things going, okay? So if you've been kind of hibernating over a period of time, and here in Australia, of course, it would have been winter coming into spring now, but if you would have been hibernating, okay, this is where the body's going, well, hang on a minute, I'm claustrophobic. I need something more. I need a bit of exercise, fresh air. I need to get out. I need to be able to unwind my head and look at something different, okay? So this is where your body is going to go through changes. Now for some this might be elimination. You might go through a cleanse. You may be finding that you're looking at your diet and you're deciding, well, I'm not just detoxifying my body, I'm actually getting rid of the foods that I know are no longer good for me. For those that are joining the gym or more active, it's going to be a very positive results. Now like I said, I'm not a doctor, guys, so if there's something really medically there that you need to get advice about, go and get that advice and follow those treatments. However, what I do feel that's sitting here, because this gravitates the number 8, we're going to talk about the 8th house. I'm going to talk about in and around that hormone area. I'm going to talk around that sexual libido and the, you know, the prevalence of, you know, what you feel is your personal security. So if you've always loved your physique when you were back in your 30s and you're now in your 50s, this is a chance not to recapture that, by the way, but to recapture the same vitality. Not all of us can turn the clock back and get what we had back there, but we can turn it back up here and be very happy with our own vitality. And this is what I think, you know, Spirit's bringing through for you in this time. In connection with your relationships, look, you've got the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? And when this pops up, patience and tolerance is the only way you're going to get through this month. It doesn't mean that you don't love your partner because you're snapping at them. And it doesn't mean that, you know, they don't love you because they just think that, you know, you're leaving your dirty dishes in the sink and not rinsing them before putting them in the dishwasher is a pain in the whatever, okay? It's about the fact that you both are very busy. It's a very high maintenance month for external areas of your life, and when it comes to spending quality time together, you both could be finding that you are very intolerant and very impatient. I'm too tired, couldn't be bothered, hurry up, you know. It's almost like as if Spirit's going, well, hang on a minute, wait. Even though you might only have 3 minutes in between having to start work, or you might have 3 minutes in between having to pick up kids, or you might have, you know, an hour in between having to get to an appointment, this is where Spirit's saying just take that time, even if it's 5 minutes, just to sit and listen, open the ears and slow down. You know, we can't make a lot of changes overnight, but the changes that we can make are important. And this is where, you know, just give yourself some time and energy, okay? Take back some of that self-empowerment and give something back to your relationship and your connections, because like I said, patience and intolerance is going to be stretched. Now, for those that have been going through difficulties for a long time, and obviously you're coming near the end of your relationship because it may be severing, this is one of these things that you can't heal overnight. So you're going to have to take a little bit more energy of looking at situations and go, why am I not over this? Well, you're not over the circumstance or the situation because it hasn't really been able to come right out and you haven't been able to close off. So this is where Spirit's saying, listen, don't be in such a rush, okay? You know, don't be like the red car racing down the speedway strip. This is about you being able to kind of sit back and say to yourself, look, I need a little bit of time to process, and yeah, I need to, you know, understand that that takes time. So it's like it didn't happen overnight, it accumulated over years, or the situation had been festering there for some time. So it's just not going to disappear overnight either. Now, for those that are single and looking, obviously patience and tolerance is the key word that you've heard me talk about the whole way through here. And I really do feel that you are trying your best to put everything into place. Maybe there is this impatience because you're worried that you're going to get left behind. Spirit goes, what are you talking about? Wouldn't you rather have somebody that's going to come in and be worthwhile and a true friendship or a true partner or a true lover, rather than somebody that you settle for and then you're kind of going, now I still have to talk to them and I don't want to. Okay, so this is where Spirit's kind of saying to you, come on, you know, just take your time, right person, right situation. Maybe this is a chance for you just to test a few waters. Are you really ready, or do you feel that you're being pushed to be ready? Thank you so much for your time and energy, everybody, and I hope you've enjoyed your reading.